Hey folks, in today's video we're back with another high-score Balatro run. Here, a strong start in card destruction allowed me to see my entire deck very early in the run, making it simple to clear blinds and save money until I found a pivot into a late-game build. Enjoy the video. But first, a quick word from the sponsor of today's video, Holzkern. Holzkern offers beautiful, unique watches, jewelry, and accessories for men and women made from the highest quality natural materials like wood, stone, and gemstones. You can be assured that each piece from Holzkern is responsibly made, small batch, and built to last. I've never been much of a watch guy in the past, but I found myself excitedly checking the arrival date of my marble and rose gold relational watch once I got confirmation that it had shipped. Fortunately, despite shipping overseas from Vienna, I didn't have to wait long, and Holzkern even covered custom fees for me, as they will for you if you're in the United States. Now, I'm constantly looking for excuses to wear my Holzkern watch, which provides a bold accent piece to my usual, admittedly understated, simplistic style. With over 1,000 distinctive designs among 5 different product categories, you're bound to find something that catches your eye at Holzkern, just like more than 1 million happy customers already have. If you do, Holzkern offers free worldwide shipping, and your order will typically arrive in 5 to 9 business days. Just be sure to act quickly, since Holzkern products are made in small batches. There's a limited supply of each design. With the holidays approaching, Holzkern pieces can make great personalized gifts for your family, friends, partner, or just yourself. Check out all that Holzkern has to offer using my link in the video description and get 15% off your order using my code on the screen now. Probably pass here. Voucher doesn't really matter other than like clearing it, so maybe.
Well met.
Editor, thank you for the sub. Alright, I'll just buy it. And then Blue Joker gives us some very good early game strength. We'll come back for the voucher. Probably don't want to take a voucher skip at this stage. Welcome, pawn. I mean, it's probably just like always a Chad here, right? Start cutting away at the deck. Okay, then. I mean, this is not necessarily the stage where we want it, but, like, I'm not going to complain. It's also, like, even that immolate, not the greatest thing in the world when we have the Blue Joker. Yeah. Like, we don't have great point scoring now between the hand size and the card destruction, but that can change very quickly once we start working towards a hand that actually has base mult. Yeah, welcome, Murphy. Let's just do this for now. We don't want to, again, discard too much because the Blue Joker is still some part of our scoring. Three of a kind. How's the Night Rain? It was fun. I'm not sure that I'll ever play a non-Balatro game on stream again. Because of a combination of the psychic damage of everybody saying, why are you sitting, why is this not night, or why is this not Balatro? And then also the astoundingly low viewership. It's just like, I'll have more fun if I play it off stream. So, I knew going in it wasn't going to get great viewership, and that's fine. I don't really care that much about that. I was doing it for the love of the game. Quite literally, because I do love Night Rain. But chatters do be very annoying when you change any aspect of your stream. You want the money? How does it feel to be the GOAT? Well, given how my Major League Balatro season went, we can say unequivocally that I am not, in fact, the GOAT, and that's fine. Send it. Shatter get annoyed if you moved your face cam by 2 pixels. Funny you should mention that, because people do complain. Because, like, OBS just randomly, like, centers my camera every time I boot it up now. And you're not going to believe it, but people... That upset some people very much. But it was in a slightly different place. Jog. Thank you for the 3 months. The day the lighting change was like the end of the world for some. I mean, for like a week. I'm probably going to get questions about why I was sitting during the Night Rain stream for like the next probably 2 weeks to a month. So. It's just the reality of doing this job, I guess. Egg and bean. I'd like to find some form of direction here. Other than just, like, photo Chad. I'm 0 for 8 in gambling this week. Sounds like a skill issue for me, to me. Okay, at least that wasn't a jack. This is. Play out of you and into you. Craigasm. Do be grabbing. Aside from, like, the card destruction, I haven't really had great deck fixing going on here. Probably also just need to get out of this. 16, yeah. Put this here. For kind levels, that seems to be where we're going right now. Like, I just want random kings. I mean, we see every card in our deck at this point, thanks to the Immolate. So that's pretty good to be in that spot on ante 5 already, despite like no strengths or deaths. It's a pretty good temperance. Like, what are we using this for if not to get temperance value? And if we're already seeing our deck, it's probably fine. Oh, welcome, Jailer. Probably rolled a little bit too much there. Maybe going into this boss blind, I should have actually taken... Yeah, I should have... Well, no, we still see our whole deck, even with my sketchy decisions here. There's only 2 cards left. Ocarus, thank you for the 3 months. Okay. $26. I mean, this gift card is putting in work. Unfortunately, it's on extremely temporary jokers, but that just means they sell for a lot when we sell them. How does Roffle take his coffee? With my hands. Close to spectacular. Give it the 13 or for the raid. Appreciate that. Hope you had a good stream. We are just trying to get this run set up right now, so you came at a good time. Alright. Again, we do see every card, so it's always just going to be hold the gold cards, draw the jacks. One win, 2 losses, Balatro PvT, not my best day gaming. I mean, I know how that goes. I just had that. I went 0-3 to Doc on Wednesday, so it happens. I'm sure it'll go better for you next time. We don't have a purple yet, so we should probably take one. Can imagine how people would be able to beat Doc. He lost to 2 people in the regular season. And then also didn't win it last season. Yeah, so like The same way everybody else loses. Doc is extraordinarily good at the game. Certainly a lot better than me. He's still human. Yeah, generally the strategy of scoring more points than Doc is the one that works the best. I don't know why I didn't try that on Wednesday. Have you considered becoming a coach? What, with suggestions like score more points than the opponent? Were you surprised winning the Season 1 finals against Doc? I would have been, because that's not what happened. Edzy was in the finals, because Edzy also beat Doc. You guys gotta... There's our red seal, finally. And we got a... Okay. Build towards the queens for now, maybe? I don't know. I just work here. I'm just here so I don't get fined or whatever. We hit our jacks as well. I'd be happy if Doc wins Season 2. Yeah, me too. It'd make me feel better about getting stomped. MLB has so many good players, it's kind of nuts. See, finally somebody gets the real takeaway from this whole conversation. Incredible. Thank you, Bing Bong, for saving us. Another purple? Probably worth. I feel like luck is a bigger factor in Balatro multiplayer, especially among top players. I believe you believe that.
Well met.
The community's collective skill level has grown a lot lately, both in PvP and speedruns. Definitely agree with that as well. Very, very true. I think we copy purple right now. Let's start strengthening this so we can get them to queens as well. But we want to keep our sixes. I think we unlock flush 5. This doesn't matter. Well, that really doesn't matter. But none of these jokers are permanent anyway. Last match of Bear versus Edzy was super funny. I feel like, and maybe this is my personal bias because I really like Edzy. I feel like he was given way too much grief for what was a pretty reasonable set of decisions after 6 hours of playing Balatro, but I don't know. I feel like he was getting too much flack for what seemed to me like plays that were perfectly reasonable. And like, I could tell what he was working on. So I don't know why it was seen as some, like, gray mystery that why he was doing what he was doing. Is this about the invis? Not just the invis, but, like, in part the invis. The invis, the lack of, strengthening to make face cards out of 7s when he's down by 2 lives, like, or down to 2 lives. We can use those on the 10s. That'll make them queens. Hey, congrats, Dan. Cool. Here. More strengths. I mean, probably just need to spend them. It's gonna unlock flush 5 for me, which will allow me to dodge the arm. You have 1 queen left. Only had a few whiffs on the vouchers, like we're ante-8 and we've got 4, 6. Maybe that's not as good as I thought, but decent hit rate at least. I think we've got enough purple. We don't really need blue. That's why we have enough purple. We can just death additional purples. Cool. Still probably a little early for the voucher skips when we don't have any colas banked. We start splitting our deaths between the red and the purple. Problem with that is the red is not a heart yet. And I guess we can just dump this, it doesn't really matter. Same thing here. Red Seals kind of go nuts with the business card. Oh. Really, especially with something that's going to be in our, potentially, in our Joker roster long term. I think I want to get some more gift card value on it. But the sock really helps with the business card. Yeah, we've got a lot of purple too. That's part of it. That the hallucination becomes a little less valuable in that case. Especially when we can just generate terrible tarots like that on command. I should have been greedier with my discards. This is better short-term money, this is better long-term money. I'll probably just sell one of them. They'll probably be the gift card, unfortunately. You can come back around, even though it's less common than the business card. The business card with the red seals and the sock is way too valuable right now. I want this because I do want to go golden ticket mode at some point. Another one. Let's see if we can get more value off of this sun. Okay, that's probably good enough. I think it's still a 4 of a kind angle. Alright, decent start. Need a little bit more deck fixing if we want to do the idle thing. Shiny. Oh, it's back. Cool. I mean, just an upgrade in most cases. Throw it on the pile. Park this here. Sun. It's like my last queen. Still have more, roll it. Okay, as long as it doesn't land here, I think we're happy. But I still have more, or enough queens for a 4 of a kind if I need it. $30. Unfortunate voucher again. Holy, okay. Do a quick check for jokers.
Well met.
Scooby-Doob. Thank you for the 7 months. Decent money. Let's get more of it. You okay, buddy? I will fire you. Ackermans. Neat. It's an unfortunate one to be upside down. Out of discards. Just fully farm the money here. It is possible that we die because of this. Okay, we drew the exact card that I needed, or we didn't draw the exact card that I needed upside down, fortunately. Spaceman, pretty bad voucher. We gotta start strengthening those. Very nice. The fact that that's with a pair and that's already like a huge upgrade. A level 1 pair at that. Oh, this might win. Okay. Cool. What's in here? Hermits. Might as well cut out the middleman. It's good, but I don't have anything to cut for it. More strength, more good. Still got 31. Like the photo Chad is probably carrying the temperance right now. Cool. Very cool. I don't really think I want that. Nope. This is very good going into the water. Oh. Blank is a good grab. Oh god. Oh god, our temperance value just plummeted. I forgot. Oh no. There it is.
Well met.
Probably just wins, unfortunately. Maybe should have discarded these. Can't do that yet, though, because we aren't winning. Until we get more kings in hand. Yeah, we're not strong. Need some more of these Plutos. We got to pause on that for the goat right now. We have all our red seals, but we need to convert everything into a red seal. Still have plenty more queens. I'm just gonna do this. Yeah. Sugar Wall, thank you for the bits. In my math class, we proved you can maximize your score by balancing scores and retriggers. Fantastic. Fantastic. Good to see that the American well, I assume American education system is still functional. Mostly. Serpent good or bad for golden ticket farming? Bad. But also we don't really have much capacity for golden ticket farming right now. We're just trying to survive. Obviously not into this blind, but next ante is the concern. We do have the capacity to get out of the 6 cents now. We kind of have everything that we need. Oh, that's pretty good. Yep.
Well met.
All right.
Well
Give us some
met.
time. Fed and Nuid. Thank you for the subs.
Well met.
I think we just need to get out of the golden ticket. I don't have the cards to farm right now. And without a retrigger, Mime is just better gold card value than golden ticket is. Noob, thank you for the prime. So we just want to get out of these two. Welcome back. Could consider a shift towards that if we wanted to later.
Well
But
met.
we'd like to get our deck back under control first. Not a lot of deaths yet. Like this whole run, honestly. Benny, thank you for the super chat. Does painted deck have increased NAM potential with extra hand size? Nope. Kinda want jokers. And also, it's not plasma deck, so it doesn't square your score. So, that's a pretty big limiting factor. Congrats, Brody. Egg. I would replace this with a gift card right now. To get my temperance value back up. Honestly, even that juggler could have been something. Stop giving me judgments. Well, now we have 3 available Joker slots. 4, once we decide to use this. Why can't I find anything to fill my slots? Are you holding on to the Ecto instead of selling trading card and golden ticket? It's more money in score to have a bigger hand size. There's been nothing to... Like, I haven't even bought the antimatter yet. Why am I going to sell Jokers that I'm getting use out of? There we go. Where's Showman? I think dex fixing would be easier with 2 slots available. You're the expert, I don't know. I don't really feel that I need deck fixing. But again, you're the expert. Unlucky. Frankenstein build? I mean, it's just a flexible build, right? We can do what we feel like. Does it really matter if Aura hits or not with the current build? Not with the current build, but we don't necessarily know that we want to... Like, we're between 2 builds right now. So, like, hitting an Aura on a Polychrome could push me towards shifting to the Sock Idol. Yep, probably take that. Don't really know what we want to do just yet. Nice. Let the invis make the pivot. That's kind of like, I don't really have much like preference for what the build ends up being, so we can let the invisible joker do it, or the vouchers. I don't know. Jeez, finally. That'll help. Hey, the gift card is back. Okay, it's probably just gotta go. I shouldn't be rolling this hard when I want to pop the invisible soon. It's annoying. It's fine. The rolling hard is only bad if you find something good. Yeah, but what's the point of rolling if you're not looking to find something good? Oh, holy. Jesus, alright. Rip it? Alright, I guess we're doing that. Showman. Okay. Here is good as well. Going in if I can't see the future. I don't know. We've got a decent start. Vouchers are, as usual, likely to be the limiting factor. Okay. Until we get the DNA, I probably just don't really care that much about purple, right? We instead should just use our hands to farm money off of the parking. While we have, like, this tech, it makes sense to, kind of prioritize that. Add it to the pile. I was confused there for a moment. I was like, I thought I needed the death, not the fool, but then I realized we have the showman. Annoying boss blind for the money farm. So for that one, we'll just focus on getting, purple value, I suppose. How does the dice work? Because if you have a 1 in 2 chance for a parking to hit, you also have a 1 in 2 chance for it not to hit, so dice makes it a 2 in 2 to hit and 2 in 2 not to hit. Yep, that's exactly right. No. It's listed probabilities. It hitting is the listed probability, not it missing. That's like... There's a good chance that that's just bait and I'm falling for it, but like you're being intentionally obtuse. Goliath, thank you for the bits. The Treasury Department called upset that you're making them work without pay to investigate your illegal money printing activities at the casino. As long as it's not the casino coming after me, I think I'll be fine. Schrodinger's chat, it's simultaneously bait and not bait at the same time? Yeah, it depends on what response I give at all times. If I give a sarcastic response, it was genuine, and how can streamer be so mean? If I give a genuine response, it was bait, and haha, streamer fell for bait, what an idiot. Honestly, reserve parking with a 14 card deck is probably better here. These are not great taros, not a great voucher either. It's a lot of money. Unfortunately, we won't be able to farm as hard. Ooh, second reserve parking might have been worth it. Nah. I think it's just better to have the dice right now. Because, like, Mime only retriggers it when it hits. So, I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe because I have the Mime, it changes some things. Alright, whatever. Oh, right, we can't farm here. How many purples do I have? Just these two? Didn't need to sell that, but we can't block for anything anyway. Interesting. Could be Immolate. we go. That's what we're looking for here. We also do need jokers, though. I've been holding that fool for so long just trying to find a death. Guess this is kind of worth. Vouchers are kind of doo-doo. This one's fine. Really concerned about the vouchers right now, though. You're next to go. That's actually the perfect hit. We should sell this now that I think about it. Because we want DNA and Brainstorm. So let's start blocking rares instead. This is 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, yeah. With red seals, it's better to triple copy the parking. As blocking rares work, if an obelisk is queued to show up in the shop, because we have it, it'll be another rare joker. Since we're looking for Brainstorm and DNA, and those are both rares, we're also blocking Blueprint and Baron. There's a slightly higher likelihood if any of those rare jokers that we currently have were to show up in the shop, it'll be replaced with another rare, which could be the 2 that we're looking for. So it's a very small thing, but like the showman is actively contributing to it being harder to find the DNA and the Brainstorm, which are the jokers that we need right now. So like there's not really much reason to keep it around. Finding the 3rd blueprint before the Brainstorm makes Joker finding infinitely easier? Yes. Which means we can save our money for, like, potentially finding the burglar late. We also do want to find more colas because our vouchers... We need 1, 2, 3. Honestly, aren't that bad. Oh my god. That would have been a really good DNA, too, with it being able to block against Ecto. And we just need the Brainstorm. Probably to cut out the non-red seals. Arnav, thank you for the super chat. Bean glitch.
Well met.
Oh, roll for it. We've got a spot here. So I'll roll a little bit more aggressively than I need to be. Or otherwise would. And we'll give it a shot. It's pretty good too, though. I shouldn't. That's the worst way I could have done that. Having to lose the reserve parking does limit our ability to, or like punish the aggressive rolling that we did, but like I need the double tag, so what are you gonna do? Daradane, thank you for the super chat. Appreciate the kind words as well. I can't really do that with the DNA while getting DNA value. E55 leaves some room? Yeah, like Jokers, again, are never really the limiting factor here. We will sell this for a bean. Since we did, like, hard roll the, This is better short term, this is better once we get our deck actually filled up, so... Let's fill our deck. I will roll for the bean because this is our one opportunity. You only get one shot, I hear. Doesn't look like we hit it. European. Thank you for the prime. Me when I enter the bathroom. Or after I enter the bathroom. Let's not discard too hard here because... I mean, our score's fine, right? Never mind. I just need to be careful of the number of cards in my deck. So this is all we discard. And then pray it doesn't hit the Baron here. This hand doesn't matter. There's no way it bounces between the... Okay, thank you. The Mime and the Baron, right? The Troubadour would have been kind of sketch with that, though. Like, I think even if it hits the Mime there, after hitting the Baron, we're just fine.
Well met.
Bum Eggs, thank you for the 2 months. Glad you're enjoying the content. That's a voucher we want, and it clears a voucher. That skip might be worth as well. Throw it on the pile. It costs a lot of money, and not even just that one round, but like over the course of the run, because we don't get to add 4 cards to our deck for the rebate. Oh. Rebate's gotta go anyway. But because we are just looking for a few more vouchers, I think it's worth. One more red seal. Or just that purple that needs to be a red seal. Motional support walkie-talkie. Again, it's a common, so it makes it more likely that the rebate or reserve parking will come back. Y'all gonna be mad with this one? Ant is not pronounced ant? Curious. Sounds like it is to me. Chessmate British person. Egg. Okay, I would prefer the rebate over the parking right now. But I would prefer brainstorm over both. Please tell me there's a voucher skip somewhere. Might as well block a rare. Larger dome. Thank you for the prime. I don't know if this head could get much bigger. That'd be dangerous if it could. Brainstorm taking his time. It's fine. It gives us the illusion of, like, actually doing something productive. Fidget spinner shop reroll button? Yeah, exactly. It's my comfort reroll. I prefer rebate here because it'll make me more money than the reserve parking. Oh, well, we got the good thing. That's pretty nice. Like, that's the important one. Like, this one is nice. But, like, this into the retcon is kind of nutty. The Vagabusy. Nice, the rebate. Now we can roll more aggressively. Like, I don't even think Crystal Ball is necessary. Oh, nope. Crystal Ball, that's a good time to get that voucher, by the way. Crystal Ball isn't necessary because we already have the spectral cards that we want. It's really just overstock and the reroll so that, like, finding... It's Brainstorm, obviously, but that's bound to come. That's not a concern. Brainstorm, overstock plus, and reroll surplus. Brainstorm is the only critical thing. Those two are just quality of life for finding the burglars. So we don't actually need to take colas anymore for skipping. We can just use the rebate to farm. Oh, I do have... We can use the rebate to farm for Brainstorm. Yeah, we've got 4 double tags. you go for second ecto? Probably not. My money's kind of in a bad spot from, like, we could, theoretically, because of the holo, but my money's in a pretty bad spot from trying to find this first brainstorm. To make the second ecto worth it, I would have to find 2 brainstorms and or blueprints. Now the bean shows up. Unbelievable. Could probably block some taros. Want to have access to the steel shift once we need it. It's really expensive and has a very high failure rate. It's at best a 50-50. I think we're better off just keeping the rebate and rolling until we find the brainstorm. Okay. So spades will probably be where we park our steel cards. Welcome, Xander. The Joker pop-ups used to be a thing I had to do in editing, but then a fellow Balatro creator, Edelo, made a fantastic mod, so it happens in real time. So stream viewers get to see it, and I'm no longer like doubling or tripling my editing time, adding each Joker in editing. Because that was so much time. Edelo also made the Slay the Jokers overlay, so that's why on Twitch you can hover over the Jokers and get the descriptions. And is a great gold stake player. Last I checked, I think their best streak was 23 gold stakes in a row. Hello, all-around good chap, yeah. Can't argue with that. Show me the Brian Storm. Let's park this here. Fortunate. Overstock Plus show would be convenient right now. Yeah, I guess it's not just for finding the burglar. How many more antes do you think it would win without Brainstorm? We're in like the 50s, right? I mean, worst case scenario, I could start making more steel a little bit earlier than I want to, so we're not in any real danger, I don't think. Good through ante 22. That's encouraging. Thank you, C-Dubs. It's possible to get the max ante with a build like this. Yep. Just not terribly likely. Even with the pieces that we currently have. Score in the collection only go up to ante 16 so you can't spot check? Yeah, and I don't quite have them memorized. I know that like ante 24 is like 77. So, like that's usually the higher priority target. What would make it more likely? Not better vouchers. We have largely the vouchers we need. What makes it more likely is nat negatives that we don't have and aren't going to encounter. Yeah, so like $10,000 instead of a measly few hundred would make it more likely. Or Perkio encrypted. The voucher cleared. This rewards me for honestly kind of irresponsibly spending on the hone in ante 1. I think it's a good play, but it's a play we made. All right. Well, we don't need the cola anymore. I mean, we could get it. We don't really even need voucher skips. We just need this, and those are not terribly hard to come by because they can happen after ante 24. Rye, thank you for the 3 months. Do you want to find a suit changer? Okay. And we'll just wait until after this boss blind to go that route. Here, this goes here, this goes here. Have you ever killed a run with 5 showmen? How could that kill the run when it increases the chances of something happening? I don't know, ask chat. What showman increases the chances of? Why do we need a suit changer? We don't need it. I just want it. So that we can separate our steel and our gold cards a little bit easier. Why were you specifically looking for Brainstorm? What does it do that Blueprint can't? Show up in the shops because I no longer have showmen. He's me for real, Doc. After you lent me that bit of insight, I cannot believe what a better quality of life maneuver it is. Like, just being able to compare the deck is huge. Also nice. And then it also, like, just aesthetically looks better. It's true, I am a new man after learning that tech. Why are you still here? Showman increases the chance? What? No. No, it doesn't. But chatters frequently ask me to copy it with Blueprint or Brainstorm so that we can increase the chances. There is no probability listed on Showman. It doesn't affect the odds in any way. It just makes it so that things that you already have can still show up. Stella, thank you for the donation. Increases the chances of losing the run. I mean, not really, unless you're doing it during your scoring hand. The Last Vizard, thank you for the 2 months. Do we want to go spades or clubs, chat? Now that's the real question. I do like the Witcher cards, but also I like the Slay the Spire cards that Nito did. I think we go Slay the Spire mode. Support our friend and fellow creator, Nito. Yeah, just go Nito mode. And we've seen both bosses, so that neither is a concern. We've also seen the heart boss, but we also have retcon, so none of that really matters. Yeah, Nito made quite a few bug snacks. Isaac, Slay the Spire, and Shovel Knight. Like the Steel's foil for extra fun? If I can find it. I don't have many. I have one foil card, so I wouldn't count on it. I will discard for it, though. Alright, our money is honestly in a fine spot for like the vouchers that we have. Alright, reroll. Ah! Discard, try and find the foil. Perfect square money. Look, it's nothing personable, but the speed at which you identified that does mean I have to shove you in a locker now. It's like, I'm sorry, just old habits and all that. Okay, I'm glad that you agree that it's deserved. It's you banned on my channel? The math PhD refuses to allow math on his channel. I love it. That's so unbelievably based. So clubs are to the right of hearts, if we have anything that flips them. That's easy enough. Yep. Clubs to the right, jokers to the left, stuck in the middle with Pogbear and Pog. Chat, you're not allowed to be funny. That ruins the whole shtick between us, you know? Is there a ratio total kings you're aiming for? I think Doc, if I remember correctly, says you generally want about half of your deck to be steel by ante 20. I don't think that's necessarily a hard and fast rule. It depends on how long you have the DNA. And how like many total cards you have in your deck, but like it is a bit of a balancing act because we're still at a stage where we want the money, but we also don't want to brick our draws once we get to like the post ante 24 stage, and we have too many gold cards to like actually draw a full hand of steel. So, like many things in this game, it's just kind of the way that I assess it is just purely vibes-based cost benefit. Half of the deck, but how many? I mean, how many is not really that big of a deal, right? By the time, like, we're not using DNA to add kings, we're using DNA to add hand size at this stage. Like, you need about 44 or so for the Nanymph hand. So the reason that the DNA is necessary and valuable here is because it gives us... That's maybe more important than the reroll voucher. It's another boss that we do have to reroll, though. Oh, hi, Mark. Imagine now getting a bowl. I can imagine our score not changing at all if we got a bowl. Even if it was a net negative, it would do exactly nothing for us. I'm not sure why I keep playing the gold cards instead of the steel. Are you so good at this? I'm struggling sitting here on golds or on stake runs. I play this game an ungodly amount. I'm closing in on 2,000 hours.
Well met.
There's nothing unique or special about me. I just play the game a lot because it is my job to do so. Lucia, thank you for the prime. What? And yet I still make dumb mistakes like that. So yeah, just play for a couple thousand hours and then, you know, this won't seem that uncommon. So is this a game for you? Just a game. I mean, it's a part of my job. But also, this is just a casual run.
Well met.
Rory, thank you for the 2 months.
Well met.
And Toadette, thank you for the 2 months. Glad the content is helping you. Appreciate that.
Well met.
-1 discard on blue stake is rough. I mean, you're not wrong. That's I imagine why it'll likely be changing. You find the game that much fun for yourself, or you still have goals in the game that you want to reach? My goal with this game is to have fun playing it and to make fun content. I think that, I don't know. When I set out with specific goals for my leisure time, it stops being leisure time and becomes less fun. I just like making the numbers do the funny shaking.
Well met.
Rose, thank you for the 3 months. So this is an example of when like changing the suits actually mechanically does help you, because we don't have to waste $10 rerolling this boss, and we can pretty reliably and easily find our steel cards without much effort. Alright, this is 2 runs in a row where the vouchers were just like insanely generous. After weeks of them just being extraordinarily rude. Reroll that. It doesn't matter. Now we can just kind of relax and wait until the burglar farm in 4 antes. Which Balatro had more viable endless builds? I do too. It's like the main thing that I would hope for out of the 1.1 update, but the thing that you do have to remember is that the game is balanced around ante 8, not endless, so don't have the expectation that there will be more endless builds in the update, because that is not what the game is built around. Noon Teen, thank you for the donation. Appreciate that. What do you need to beat ante 32? Nat negative jokers that are no longer possible to get. So we're just not making it to ante 32 with this. We skip Peter Glyphin to save time. It saves time, but it costs money, right? So we don't have that much money for finding the burglar right now. It might be worth it just to get like an extra round of farming. Not negative showman into like 3 natty blueprint brainstorms and we're fine. I think it'd probably be fine with just 2, right? But again, that's not going to happen because we're not going to be rolling because we need this money.
Well met.
Lucia, thank you for the gifted subs. Appreciate that. Sir Juggle Tag to Cola could do it as well. Well, yeah, we'd have to get a lot of Colas. That's not likely to happen. Could be an Immolate in here. There wasn't. Oh, we finally found this stupid foil card again. Why is he not re-rolling? What would I re-roll for? We keep the deck 50 gold and 50 steel, find a burglar. Couldn't we just keep skipping, go to the boss blind, then reroll towards serpents? 32 can't be the serpent, that's the problem. Multiples of 8 cannot be anything other than the ante-8 boss blinds. So there is no potential to roll for a serpent. Okay, so we've seen all the boss blinds because spades came back around. I've not been paying attention to my score at all. I'm just going to be lazy here. I feel like we were like 76 with this split though, or at least in the 70s, so I don't think we're going to die. So we're at about 2,700. How much money do we make per round? For the nacho, thank you for the super chat. Not lazy, casual. Thank you. Yes, this is a casual run. We got to keep it casual. Yeah, it's 77 with just copying the steel and the DNA. Okay, come on. And now I have too much steel. Is 4K okay for the serpent and burglar farm? I mean, it's worked before. It's not guaranteed though. But you also do have to remember that like the farm is metered over several different antes, right? You have ante 24 through 31 to find it. So you can use things like reserved parking to... Wait, what are you doing here? To like actually get money positive even after rolling. Is it even guaranteed, though? Nope. That's why I said 3K is not guaranteed. I don't even know if it's super likely. But we will have a little bit more than that. Like, I've seen Mouth roll thousands of dollars even with the reserve parking tech. Whoops. I've had chatters come in and say that they rolled $6,000 or started with 6,000 and still couldn't find it. The good news is our vouchers are pretty clean because, again, they were quite generous to us today. Lost so many runs not finding the burglar because of bad voucher decisions. Yep, that'll happen, but our vouchers, we're not clogging the shop at all. Just because of, like, good luck in the order that the voucher showed up. If I run with 5K and got Serpent in one roll, I mean, the Serpent's guaranteed. The burglar is the hard part of the Serpent burglar farm. right? Like, you're guaranteed to get it within a certain range of rolls just because there's a limited number of boss blinds. Is this the first run of the day? Yeah. Why do I need more than one? This not seeded? Nope. Why would I need to seed it? There also wouldn't be, if I were seeding this run, there wouldn't be concern about finding the burglar, right? I just know it's there. Oh my god. Okay, the vouchers were outrageous. I think I just edited the last Nanimp run this morning, and I was just like appalled by how absurdly lucky the voucher rolls were. I think this one might have been luckier. Voucher would be good. I mean, that's the thing. We don't need any. Mega dodged every irrelevant voucher. I mean, I know that the Planet Merchant and I think Magic Trick showed up at least one each, but other than that, they didn't keep cycling through. I know the Tarot Merchant also was there, but that was only recently. Like, we just kind of blew past and picked up the good ones pretty quickly. Yeah, we have had pretty absurdly bad luck prior to these past two attempts. Typically fine with vouchers, it's Ecto that kills me. I pick up every 6 cents that I see, even irresponsibly. But yeah, that like Spectrals, in particular Ecto, and the vouchers are the typical failure rates. I've had a few that died to Ecto, or lack of Ecto as well. And those are the two portions that feel like the most outside of your control. So, like, vouchers may even be more within your control because you can just, if you just get your money right, you just find enough colas and get the voucher tag. But, like, even in that case, I did that and just didn't see a voucher skip for, like, 24 antes. Oh, round 69. At some point you take the spectral skip packs. Yeah, but that's like the worst feeling in the world because that's one of the worst skips in the world, only seeing 2 spectral cards. Would a chip edition Joker be banging for this build or irrelevant? Completely and utterly irrelevant. Even a bowl does nothing for our score because of what Plasma deck does. I'm not gonna... let's see where we are with this. Paul, thank you for the super chat. Which I got here earlier. This run looks fun. Maybe it'll make a video. And then you can see it from the start. And then you can hear this point in the video and realize, oh, I've already watched this part, so I don't need to anymore. It's perfect. Dr. J, thank you for the 9 months. Look, this is tedious and annoying, but we do need all of the money we can get for trying to find that stupid sexy burglar. Take all your Nan friends and edit them all together. No cuts. I've considered doing that. I just haven't had the time to, like, upload and produce the video. And then also we just keep getting more runs to throw into the pile. Shuffle each ante from a different Nan from, so the energy wildly vacillates. Oh god. That'd be really funny, but also just a nightmare viewing experience, let alone the editing. Submit that to Sundance. Nobody's gonna sit through it. It would be 10 hours of the most unwatchable video that's ever existed. Going to try the Shiko Nanu. I mean, it's like the one remaining seeded run that interests me. I just haven't really had the time to learn it and put it together because it's kind of a very fine, like, balancing act I think you have to do. Why am I rolling? And it's, like, very hard to just have a Shiko pop up unseated. At a time when you can actually make use of it. My first E50 run, or E50 plus run yesterday, that lost to no Ectos. It's a very good run still. Should be proud of that. And if you can get there once, you can replicate that and keep pumping the PB. What do you mean Shigota's like half of all soul cards? Yeah, but like, how many soul cards have I gotten recently? That would have been a great time for one to pop up there. I'm so used to having more brainstorms, I keep just throwing the Baron to the left. Game's looking like a corporate seminar, soulless. Too real. It's possible instead of a serpent for a plus hand size voucher skip that would still work. It's possible, but unlikely. We would get, what, 15 extra hand size, so it would still be too small, even with the DNA. New goal, make money number go in ANIMF. Just had that discussion last week. You're welcome to try, but you're not going to. Unfortunately, our lifespans are not that long. What is the gold for at this point? Money. I believe people have gotten 1 million seeded, but they're very, very, very long runs. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that, I think somebody said in the comments it took them 27 hours to get to 100k. The 100k number could be wrong, but the 27 hours was definitely what I remember. So you're not getting to Nanimp. It's a bigger number than you can make with money in this game. Alright, burglar time? We gotta skip here first. That's awkward. We don't want that, because that doesn't help us with the... We don't want that, but that's... Well... Maybe we actually do want that, because it blocks an uncommon. Snee. Thank you for the donation. Appreciate that. Throw it on the pile. Bean.
Well met.
Beth, thank you for the prime. Okay, so burglar and reserve parking are what we're looking for right now. Egg. Showman. That actually makes it harder to find the burglar. Let's grab the stonks for an uncommon block. Egg. I'd like to at least find one. Welcome back. I'd like to at least find one of them before we leave here. That's unfortunate. Skip first. Okay, I don't think I saw the serpent in there. It might be late because we, like, actually encountering it last ante might have been money negative just because it'll be harder to find now. Okay. Oh, no, 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 no. Here. Sorry, it's gonna be long until the burglar shows up. Every ante you miss the burg is 10 plus minutes? Yeah. You know? Just padding the run. I mean, we couldn't in fear anyway, right? So it's not that big of a deal to not hit it here.
Well met.
But it's like... It's better to have it than to not have it. Nosferatu, thank you for the prime. And it also, like, will take even longer if we do find the reserve parking.
Well met.
Mia, thank you for the 4 months, or for gifted sub. Sorry, can't read. Berg will show up early. We got a lot of money to steal. Would be nice. Would be nice. A lot of this run has already been very nice to me, so hopefully that remains true. Imagine it just pops up here on the negative tag. No, no, no. Now I'm thinking like a chatter. Snee, thank you for the donation. That's why he's a burglar. He steals your reroll money. Don't I know it?
Met.
Very cool. Throw it on the pile. At least it makes it easier to find the reserve parking, right? Goober, thank you for the gifted sub. Well, technically it did work. And you were laughing? I was. But also, you have to remember that this just now makes what? This now just makes things take a lot longer. Unless we find the burglar. So. Who's laughing now? That's a lot of money, unfortunately. It's a decent skip. Where's Serpent? Okay, we're all the way through again. Wow. That was unfortunate. Okay. So we got to discard first, right? So that we can make more money off of the mime parking. Why are you making gold cards, chatters, and shambles right now? Yeah, we're kind of broke. Boss rerolls the max of 63. Is that true? Sounds about right from memory.
Well met.
Zeno, thank you for the 19 months. Good luck in your match tomorrow. You'll be waking up early to cast that. I need it, thank you. Don't I know it? Who do you think Doc beat to get there? Why is Brainstorm copying the mime right now? Because just like when you're scoring and you want to balance your scoring effects and re-trigger effects, when you're doing something like reserve parking, which is a trigger, you want to balance your re-triggers and the effect itself. So basically, reserve parking takes the place of Baron in that calculation. Yeah, so basically the answer is to get the most amount of money out of it. It's really optimal to copy mime with the bug, though. What bug? For parkings, it's likely to proc anyway. I don't know what the bug is. But I'm just doing the thing. We got some of the money that we lost this round. Yeah, we just can't roll as aggressively this time, unfortunately, because we probably want to stay about money neutral. Steel Joker would go hard right now. I feel like Steel Joker is always hard. It's just not terribly relevant to the build. Sub-Zero, thank you for the super chat. Hope you're having a great day too. Basically, Mime only attempts the retrigger cards which already trigger, so cards which fail the first parking check don't get a second chance. Oh, that's a bummer. What if we just got the burglar here and then... But if you have Baron, it's moot? Wait, what does Baron have to do with it? The Baron trigger unlocks the parking triggers. What a wild bug. Alright then. Oh! We did it. And we have the guaranteed hit on the Serpent. Alright, everyone say hello to YouTube. Our copies are in the right spot. And they're going to remain in the spots for quite a while, so you don't need to tell me. 230 rerolls without Serpent incoming? That's impossible, so fortunately that wasn't going to happen. That's why I said it's guaranteed. Gonna be here for a while? Eh. Oh, let me check the ads. We'll snooze them. 20 minutes should be more than enough time. In fairness, you may claim something is guaranteed in jest, yeah. But usually, what happens and what gets me into trouble is people think that something I'm saying is... that I'm saying unseriously is taken seriously, not the opposite. Alright, we're gonna have this in, like, under 2 hours and 30 minutes. Potentially a new PB. for time. Incredible. Is this the first run? Yes. First and only run, probably. Because we do have a sponsored segment coming up. Hashtag ad. Record for Nanimp is wild for the speedruns? Yes. Especially the Joker-less ones blow my mind. Like the, or not the Joker-less, the, the legendary-less ones blow my mind. The fact that it's under an hour. And, like, the Perkio ones make sense because you can do that so quickly in the run if you get a great start. But, like, getting this build and getting... Basically, getting this build and getting to ante 26 in under an hour. As someone that plays relatively fast, I feel like, seems absurd to me. I think it is probably just like a routing issue because I'm like committing to the Baron Mime too soon, and you can probably get by faster by just like going the idle route. It's just luck, ain't it? No. Very little in this game is about luck. If it were, people wouldn't be consistently able to do it and replicate it as reliably as they can. The optimal high card level is exactly 8. See, it isn't luck that Doc knows that. It's from the amount of experience that he's put into it and put into those type of runs. If you think that, like, getting an A&M run is luck, I would encourage you to, like, practice and try it and get some experience in it and watch people that are very good at it do it on a regular basis. Why is that optimal? Surely it can't hurt to have higher levels in Pluto. It can hurt if you're going for time. Right? The animation is time. Compare using 7 Plutos to using 23 Plutos. And then also the money that you spend on that could be used re-rolling towards things that you need. Well, experience doesn't determine how long you have to re-roll for a certain Joker or voucher. No, it does. It tells you how much money you need to accumulate, how to accumulate that money in order to make those things happen. It quite literally does. Like, there is variance associated with, especially the running portion of it. But, like, that's not the primary factor. Experience does tell you which portions of it you can control and how to, like, pull levers in order to get to those portions faster. With experience, you also learn how to effectively manipulate the odds? Yes, and also to, like, negate the potential low rolls by just simply having money. Hey, congrats, Bear. Is this build possible on this deck? Yes. It's happening on this deck. Only possible. Okay. Yes. And because it would be slightly different on other decks because you're effectively required to square the score, so you would need a lot more kings in hand. You can do something very similar, but instead of the burglar, you can do juggle tags, but that is extraordinarily high variance compared to this, which is extremely reliable. So this is like on a given seed, on just a random seed, this is the most reliable way to hit Nan-Inf on, and it requires you to play Plasma deck. And it is very reliable. Probably most seeds can do it. More consistent Nan-Inf Perkio or this. Again, Perkio is probably easier, but like the fact that you have to get Perkio makes it less reliable, right? It's inherently less reliable if you rely on a 0.3% chance to hit a Perkio. So if you're just talking about on a random seed, this is much more reliable because it doesn't, like, it doesn't require a very low odds hit. Okay, this one isn't even holographic. Get out of here. Joker's in the right spot, let's send it. Sub 2.5 hours incoming. Yep, we've done it, chat. We've done it. We'll have to check the runtime of the last few videos because this may be this may be my fastest one. We just need to cut an hour and a half off and then we can be competitive. Realistically, like an hour and 45 minutes. Welcome to speedrunning. We meet on Tuesdays, sometimes Mondays if we're quick enough. I'll see you on Friday.
Record time for lossless 15 deck gold stake is like 19 hours. We can beat that for sure. If by we you mean you, Doc, then yes, you can probably beat that. I don't know if I... I don't know if I want to spend... I mean, that would take me more than 19 hours just to make it through the 15 without losing.
Thank you again to Holzkern for sponsoring today's video. Don't forget to check out their unique watches, jewelry, and accessories using the link in the video description, and use my code to get 15% off your order.
We did it.